What's up? Welcome back and happy almost fall. So today it's going to be a little bit different than the content that I'm used to putting out, which is normally just nonsense. So there's actually more of a point to this vlog today. I'm having issues with this clutch. I think there's a recall on it. I think just the oil pump bearing got replaced for recall service, and I know there's a clutch bearing failure. So the clutch tends to engage even when I have the clutch pedal in, or the clutch lever in rather. So I was coming back from a ride not too long ago, and when I went to go stop, I had the clutch in all the way and I downshifted to first, and the back tire just locked up as if I just slammed on the rear brake. But what happened was that the clutch just pretty much engaged for no reason, and when the bike's on, it won't even go into neutral. It's got to go into neutral when it's off, which is kind of shitty. Getting into today's topic, I will be going to the Olympia this year, the 2016 Olympia in Las Vegas. It's kind of something I didn't plan for, because I'm not competing by any means. Maybe in a few years, if I really put some work towards it, why not, right? But I had this Vegas trip planned. Actually, my girlfriend had planned it with her friends for like a bachelorette party, and she wanted me to tag along, so I'm gonna go do my own thing out there while she's doing her own thing with her friends out there. And I realized that the Olympia was on the same week that I'm going there, and I said, well, I've been following bodybuilding since I was a kid, and I would love to go, so I did. I'm not going to the actual finals and prejudging. I'm just doing the expo because I don't have time on Saturday night to be there for the judging. Anywho, the top 5 people that I believe are going to be the top 5, obviously, they're in no particular order. 1, Kevin Levrone. I am super excited to see this guy back, and not only, you know, just coming from a 13-year break and being 52 and such, just classic Kevin Levrone. He started training, or he made his announcement in like May officially. It looks like he started training in April. If you look at the side-by-side picture of him that comes from Instagram here, this was him in April 2016. And this is him basically, you know, as of a couple weeks ago, September 1st. It looks absolutely insane. Bodybuilders work 4 or 5 years just to put, you know, that kind of size and definition on, and those are the ones that have been doing it, you know, non-stop. It's just, it's crazy. But, you know, he's Kevin Levrone. This is what he's known for. And, you know, love him or hate him, some people think he's got no place in the Olympia. I, for one, think he's got, you know, he's got every place just to be crowned Mr. Olympia. He's an incredibly inspiring bodybuilder, and not only that, it's just the transformations this guy has done, like going from just around 200, 220 in the off season instead, and just bulking up to like, you know, 250, 260 when he gets on stage. I think he used to be between 250 and 260. I don't know his the biggest weight that he ever was at, stage weight. He's just growing into the show, and that's exactly what he's doing here, and building that muscle and not gaining fat while doing it in the manner he's doing it is incredibly impressive, and I wish him all the best, because it would really be amazing to see him as #1. He's my ideal #1 pick, let's just put it that way. I can't guarantee, I can't say he'll be #1, #2, you know, I can't place him, because, you know, you won't know until everyone's on stage together. But from what I've seen, I would absolutely love to see him as #1. Another person, Phil Heath. Again, incredible bodybuilder. There's a reason why he's been crowned Mr. Olympia so many times, is because of just, you know, his work ethic, his genetics, his size, everything he's doing. I think Phil's an incredible bodybuilder at his age. He's just, you know, he's got all the world and more ahead of him. If he wants to go after the 8+ titles, I think he's damn well going to do it. Again, I don't know if it's going to be this year that he'll be crowned Mr. Olympia again, but yeah, I've got nothing but positives to say about him. Some people say, you know, maybe his charisma's not all that there, but bodybuilding's not one on charisma. It's one on your proportions, your body fat, everything. It's completely down to how you look, pretty much, not on how you act. Of course, maybe posing's part of the act, but you know what I'm talking about. Now, Dexter the Blade Jackson, he has been bodybuilding since the dawn of time. And that's not an old joke, because yes, Kevin Levrone is older than Dexter Jackson. I believe Dexter is 48. But they modeled the Greek gods after this guy. This guy, he doesn't age. Every year he just looks better and better. He won Mr. Olympia in 08, and rightfully so. And if you look at him this year, he looks even better than last year. And he came in second last year, so who knows where he'll place this year. It's probably going to be, that's why I'm putting him in the top 5 video. I'm pretty positive he's going to be top 5. Just, you know, he's an incredible bodybuilder, which, you know, is true for anybody who's really stepping on the Olympia stage, come to think about it. And I think he's going to place really high this year. Now, one person I see get left out of a lot of people's top 5s is Rolly Winkler. Boobanda Rolly Winkler. Now, he's been training at this O2 gym with a lot of other professionals like Victor Martinez and John De La Rosa and Big Ramy. Like, these guys are all trained together at this gym, and they all look different than what they've looked previously. For instance, Vic this year looks so incredibly shredded, and Rolly, it looks like he gained another person. He's just gigantic. It's crazy that he's just gained so much size, and it's all real quality size. It looks really good on him. I think he's looked the best he's ever looked this year. If you look at him here, look how just gigantic this guy is. He's only 5'6". And, you know, I may be wrong on this, but I think in one of his pictures that he posted, he was super shredded. He was like, you know, he was like Ronnie Coleman's 280 or something. I don't know what size he's going to be at in the show, but, you know, this picture he said was posted last week. It looks like, you know, he's got to be or at least 270 something in that picture. And I really think it's just going to be a crazy battle for the top 5 this year, and I'm almost positive he's going to be in the top 5. If not 1 or 2, he's in the top 5 for sure. And lastly is going to be Victor Martinez. Just mentioned him before. Here's a guy who's had all the trials and tribulations in the world put in front of him just a few short years ago, and I'm sure there's still residual battles that this guy's facing that just put extra stress on this incredibly already hard job that he's got to do. Having that stress and going what he went through, and only to come out better and in pretty much the best he's ever looked, it's outstanding, and it's inspiring, to say the least. Vic is someone I followed for quite a long time. I know he's trained in New York and New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey, and it would be great to see him in top 5, if not top 3. All the top 5 guys I've mentioned, obviously I'm the most excited about Levrone. He was someone, like I said, I've watched since I was a kid, and to see him come back, for me, would be like seeing Ronnie step back on stage. It would just be, you know, it's going to be an awesome time, and I can't wait to see him at the expo and see all the other guys at the expo. I'll take a bunch of pictures. I'll probably try to vlog it, but yeah, I'm just stoked. It was so last minute. I literally just bought the expo tickets like 2 weeks ago. I only bought my plane tickets, you know, a couple weeks before that, and then realized, I was like, wait a second, Olympia's that weekend. So I'm just totally stoked about that. Thanks for watching, and as always, make sure you hit the like button, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, make sure to share the video with your friends, subscribe, and as always, keep it foul.